Okay, and this is going to be the tutorial of working the front and back post double crochet stitches to get that pretty ribbing and how I work the corners of my cardigans. I'm just going to go ahead and start in one of these spaces and chain 3. That is going to be my first double crochet, and I'm going to work a double crochet in every stitch around my square. So all of these stitches, I'm going to work a double crochet in all of those stitches. When I get away from these from the granny square part and I get to a granny row, you're going to be working into the end of the row. So you're actually going to be working around this double crochet post. So I like to put 2 double crochets around the post at the end of each row. Okay. I just like the way it looks with 2. So you will do that down the end of every striped row that you make. When you get to the corner of the bottom front of your cardigan, in this giant corner space is where you're going to put a bunch of double crochets. Sometimes I put 7, sometimes I put 9. It doesn't matter. Just pick a number and decide how many double crochet stitches you want in that space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go with 7. And you can see it makes that pretty curve right here, which makes the pretty curve of the bottom of your cardigan. And then work a double crochet in every stitch around your cardigan. You would do the same thing on the wrist, but there's obviously no curve. You just keep working in the round. When you get to the end, slip stitch to join, chain 3, and then I'll show you how the front post back post looks like. So right here at this next corner, I'm going to work 7, 2, 3 around that post, 4, 5, 6, there we go, 7, and then I'm back to the end of a striped row. So I'm going to work 2 stitches there, another striped row. I'm going to work 2 stitches here. And then again, I'm going to go in here and just work 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around. When I get to the end of this, I'll show you how to do the front post and back post stitches. Okay, once you get to your last double crochet, slip stitch to join to the top of that chain 3, then I chain 3 again. Skip the chain 3 from below, just ignore it. And then in this, around this first double crochet post, work a double crochet around that post. And you're slipping your hook behind the post. For the next stitch, work your double crochet around this post, but going through the back of your project. Pop your hook through the front of your project and pop that other stitch behind the project. Does that make sense? Pull up a loop and work your double crochet. So this stitch is popped forward, this stitch is popped backwards. In the next, or around the next double crochet, work your double crochet around that stitch, and now work your double crochet around that stitch. I just pop them forward and backwards with my thumb and middle finger. And you just keep working forward and backwards, alternating all the way around. And then when you get to all of those stitches in the corner, just keep doing the same thing. Front and back. Front and back. And it gives it that pretty little edge. Okay, when you get back around here, slip stitch to join, chain your 3 again, and just keep working the same pattern around the front and the back. So if your stitch is popping out to the back, go in through the back and make your double crochet. If your stitch is popping forward, go in through the front and make your double crochet. You can make this part of your cardigan as wide as you want. If you only want to go 2 rounds, that's fine. I think I did 4 rounds on my cardigans. So it just keeps getting wider and wider. You can make it as wide as you want.